All right, so when last we left a group of adventurers, you all had been making your way north, far out of Degarkin's Institute of Disguise, traveled up past a crossroads where you met up with the Abbots of Foresight, dealt with a flower there, had some fun, went up, learned that elephants could swim, swam, dealt with a owlbear, fiery owlbear egg, brought it back after killing the fire owlbear because it was burning down the forest some, much to Kuzma's chagrin. But it was to not be slaughtered by the pet's owner because the pet did enough damage to you. Imagine what its owner would do. But still, Kuzma was unhappy. He was later quelled some with the slaughtering of a whole bunch of goblins and somebody that you guys found out was named the Voiceless One, who was seemingly a sibling of Yasmorn. Yasmorn got some information through Speak with Dead after Mendicus choked him out. You all then continued traveling north, pretty much unimpeded, all the way to Fort Grumtown. You traveled to this forgotten city in the middle of the forest for no other reason than to just check it out. You just decided to go in there, check it out, and then decide from there whether you wanted to cut up straight through the Sands of Marrow on your own, head over to Wonder Morals that you didn't decide to go do because, well, you do have a warlock and you don't want to risk it, because Nat 1 on deception checks do happen. And you decided to cut back and take the Iron Road or the Blood Clay Road, the Dwarven pathway up through the Sands of Marrow. It's a bit safer, all in all. Obviously, like you guys have seen several skeletons that just kind of get picked off at a distance. But while at the fort, before you had to go, because you had one day of rest before enough people took the trip with you guys. You guys had a lizard race where it got a little bit creepy with Kuzma and the lizard. He did have to find a lady lizard and convince it to fuck a male lizard to throw the race, but then somebody let that slip that you guys were cheating and the race never officially happened. But then you guys took off on the Red Clay Road, the Iron Road, as it is known by the Dwarves because iron, metal, and traveled through the Sands of Marrow. About 2 days into the journey, on that third day, you guys saw a large tree off in the distance, and you told them you're going to go check it out, and to keep the elephant and everything else out of the cart safe while you guys went and checked it out. And you guys took off to go do that with Aurelius, and quickly discovered that there was a tree concealing you, the Warforged, and Ebony, the Warforged, both sisters of Alkahest. One, you is Melora's Warforged, and Ebony is Bane's Warforged, your first time meeting her. And discovered they were being attacked by the Tehb'yeq, hunters and defenders. And there was a hatched egg, which that is where we'll pick up. But we're going to pick up with Kuzma wanting to retcon something.
With the introduction of Wither and Bloom, it doesn't make any sense for me to take the scrolls for Pass Without a Trace, so I switched that to, since I haven't used any, to Healing Spirit. So I have Healing Spirit scrolls now, and Pass Without a Trace that's just one of my prepared spells.
So we're going to hop back in to recap just a little bit more. You guys discover this. I believe Kuzma cast his totem down on the tree. He, after you teleported down there to be with them, discovered that you and Ebony were down there, and they have jumped into the fight knowing that you're there helping. I believe we have Yasmorn and Mendicus and Alkahest all on the high ground. Pavel jumped down, rolled a nat 20 on a specific check that he doesn't know what it was for, but his whip grew an extra tail, a blue tail. So he now has a black and blue tail coming out of his whip. Pavel, I have updated your weapon. It is now on your front page. It is the awakened state of your whip. Vaden, you have hopped down, and you guys are kind of being like swarmed by different things, and the map should be good now. And now we pick up. Let me get everyone's already rolled initiative because this is our third round of combat that we're entering now.
Watch out for that brain fucker.
And yeah, I believe at the end of the last time, somebody spotted him coming, like crawling along.
Me and a bunch of us with good passive saw it.
Yeah. So you guys don't know what this is. It looks. I'll pull it up real quick. It looks like a poorly edited version of the lower body of the hunters and then a giant brain.
Do you feel as though, like throughout history, Alkahest would have like a feeling of what an elder brain and whatnot would be? Like, essentially, like a brain on legs would be a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean,
we're all kind of brains on legs, dude.
I mean, like an exposed brain on legs. An exposed brain on legs has never been a good thing to go up against.
Yeah, I can't think of a time that you were like, oh, that's not that bad. But yeah, like obviously, like the Tehb'yeq are evil things, and if this thing presumably came out of this egg because it's the only thing you haven't ever seen before, it's safe to assume it's not a good thing. But that is where we pick up, and let's get started at the beginning of the round. Alkahest, you are up. You have moved slightly off to the right-hand side of the map. You see all of the upside-down Tehb'yeq, and if you want me to get them off the map so it's easier to see, let me know, but all of the upside-down creatures are dead. There are things crawling along the edges, some of them coming across the canyon, but you guys have the two right in front of Pavel and Vaden, and then this defender slowly crawling its way towards you all. But as soon as you're ready, it is your turn with Pavel on deck.
Sneaky bastard.
Yeah, and the brain thingy slowly crawling towards you. It's clearly trying to be secretive, like staying low as like legs are spread out, like fanned out, and it is just slowly skittering across the rocks towards you all.
I'm gonna cast Intellect Fortress on myself.
And for our hundreds of millions of listeners at home, what does Intellect Fortress do?
It will, for the duration, you or one willing creature you can see within range has a resistance to psychic damage, as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws at higher levels. I can do it on one additional creature.
Sick. Alrighty. Any bonus action?
Yeah, Pearl will do Pearl's thing. And attack that bug.
Alrighty, go for it. Target and attack. 21's gonna hit. Nice.
7.
Nice. 7 points of damage, 21 to hit. Perfect. Alrighty, done?
Mm-hmm.
Next up, Pavel, you are up. You are in the face of this Tehb'yeq hunter who has just been attacked. You have Ebony on the other side of you. What are you doing?
Can I reach Ebony?
She's an ally, but yes.
Debatable. I am going to attack the Tehb'yeq.
Alrighty, go for it with your newly improved weapon, the Awakened. 16 will miss. A 5 and a 4. Second attack. 28 is absolutely going to hit. Roll that damage. See how much extra damage you do. 22 points of damage as both tails seem to whip out. The first one, you're used to seeing this like little bit of acid done, but right at the end of that blue tail, you see a little spark of electricity crack off against this Tehb'yeq. Any bonus action?
Yeah, unarmed strike.
Alrighty, go for it. So as you whoosh, whoosh, the second one.
Advantage?
Yes. All of your attacks will have advantage, even on reaction if you use your reckless. 26 will hit as you just. I imagine like you kind of like whip, and then with the second one you kind of like grab it and yank it in and sock it in the face for 11 points of damage. It's nice. Alrighty.
Kick its ass, Pavel.
Hell yeah. The Bard Mendicus. Vaden, you are up with Yasmorn on deck.
Alright, I will, now, I forgot about my halberd. I think it's pretty good. Let me look at it real quick.
Your halberd does use strength, but it does add points of exhaustion if they fail saves.
If they fail saves, that's right.
Right,
okay.
Right. And you don't know how intelligent these creatures are, which I think it's an int save.
I need to write that down.
It's on it.
This.
It's on it. A 15's gonna miss. Second attack.
I'll whip out the short sword. Fucking try that.
Alrighty. Object interact. You switched out. 17's just gonna miss. Bonus action.
Wow. Yes. Unarmed.
20.
My weapons won't do it. My
Yep.
fists will.
Yep. As you just kind of uppercut this thing in its lower jaw. 8 points of damage. Nice.
I'm going to flurry of blows here.
Go for it. Second unarmed strike.
Fist it, Vaden, fist it!
Oh yes, don't worry about this, Alkahest. I'm going to fist it hard. Yes, yeah, just like that.
Give it the old dick twist.
Twist his dick!
I think I extracted aspects on it last time. But I'm
you
gonna do
did
it anyway.
you did. But just to
forgot.
remind you, it is not resistant to anything. It is not resistant or vulnerable to anything. Yeah, it's just a...
Yeah, just needed a freshen up there.
Absolutely.
I am done.
Alrighty. So yeah, that second attack hit it for 7 points of damage. Beautiful. Yasmorn on deck, Ebony on deck. Yasmorn, you are up.
Aurelius, here's the secret. All right, we don't leave this spot, and they'll just focus on all them. All right.
Yeah, I've noticed that they're the ones in trouble. But what about that guy crawling across the rocks over there to our west?
Huh? Aurelius, don't be crazy.
Sorry.
That's a brain. Brains don't do nothing.
Alright, you're casting Phantasmal Force on the one right in front of Aiden. Nice. It fails with a 0.
I'm gonna make a thing. Vaden keeps swinging at it.
Okay. Yeah, it is very hyper-focused as it takes an extra 5 points of psychic damage as it sees this imaginary fist that only you and it can see. An extra drow fist just come out of nowhere and sock it in the face. Beautiful. Bonus action?
And then I'll heal Vaden.
Alright, nice. Go for it.
See, Aurelius, Vaden thinks we're helping him, but really we're just making him a bigger punching bag.
Oh, goddamn.
Alrighty. Ebony is up with the brain on deck, and then you, and then the defenders, and then Kuzma. Sorry, we got a little bit this is where all of the NPCs go except for you guys apparently. So she's going to pull out her Mighty Morphin Sword. She's going to take 2 big hits here. The first one is going to be she's going to take 4 hits here, right? Yeah, 4 attacks. The first one is a 30 that will hit for 9 points of damage. That wasn't very much damage. Roll better. A 33 to hit for 12 points of damage. A 21 to hit for 20 points of damage. That's max damage for her. And a 31 to hit for 16 points of damage. And that is enough to kill this creature. So, Pablo, as you kind of hold it in place and you punch it up, you see Ebony just pull out her sword, slash, 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 cutting off each of its legs. And it's nothing more than just a bleeding out head in front of you.
Good job, little sister.
She looks up at you, and only knowing that her visor is part of her body, you see the visor itself wink at you. Nice job, Bugbear. Nice job, Bugbear. Let's go help the drow.
I do what I can.
She is going to run over, and that is her turn. It is this brain's turn.
Okay, so I'm glad you don't have any facial expressions.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to take it if you winked at me through a visor. I don't.
I just give you a blank stare. Doesn't you know which one I'm talking about?
The one you looked at me every time I asked you a question.
This character's too much like me.
I'm gonna say this guy crawls. The Tehb'yeq brain is gonna crawl and he is now tucked underneath the rock. So Yasmorn, you wouldn't be able to see it beyond this peninsula of a rock. Alkahest, you probably wouldn't either with your angle. Mendicus, you definitely can't. The only person who could probably see it is you, because she has an angle on it. Then we have you up next. And she, low on spell slots. Very low on spell slots. She's just going to use a cantrip. She's going to cast Sapping Sting on this guy. It succeeds. But otherwise, it would have done 15 points of damage to it. But she kind of just reaches out and extends and does tries to do damage to it. Nobody's that hurt yet, besides her. Yeah, she's gonna save her spell slots for now because she's way worse off than Ebony is because she used her healing on her. All right, next up is this Tehb'yeq defender that will continue to 10, 15, 20 feet towards you. All right, this thing is going to use its acid breath, but it's going to just miss Vaden because it can't hit Vaden without hitting the other hunter. And that will do.
So based off this, what I'm looking at on the map here, is that acid breath coming out of his ass?
If you'd like me to make a different character model and reverse it and turn it around, I can do that for you.
No, it's fine. You call it acid. It's acid breath. So
yeah, it is just straight ass breath, I guess. It does 60 points of damage. Ebony succeeds with a 26. Pavel, you fail with a 7. I guess that is a nat 1 from you. Oh, re-roll that, actually, Pavel. You get yours advantage. I just can't make it do it automatically. DC 17. 21, there you go. So you get to take back 30 of that HP. That is a good save, as this thing just, out of its butthole, I guess now. This is its acid spray, instead of its acid spray. Just sprays out a spew of Pavel-like shit, but just more damage than Pavel could do with his poop, causing 30 points of damage to both of you on your successful con save, or dex save, as you halfway dodge out of the way and halfway kind of get pierced by or struck by the acidness of it. Beautiful. Next up is Kuzma with the hunters on deck.
So real quick, the tree in the middle, that was a safety thing that they dissipated to get out of, right?
It is still there, but as far as you can tell, only you, and Ebony can move in and out of it.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
But also, I wanted to make the point that the green circle is the Everose tree spirit totem that I sprouted up. Because I looked back.
And for your DMs, short-term memory loss, can you remind me what that does?
The increased healing for everybody, and then we also have root sense. So occasionally, once per round, someone can lend reaction to.
That's any healing is done like your proficiency modifier extra or your wisdom modifier extra healing.
If I do it, it's a lot. It's my full druid level. If anybody else is half my druid level.
So when Yasmorn healed, because I guess he's just out of it, it wouldn't do it.
He was
I've
not
gotten
in it.
the extra 5, but I'm in it. He healed.
It says allies inside the aura spending a spell slot that restore hit points gain the same effect at half the druid level. So I don't think.
Take
So
away.
I
Take it
stay
away.
at 52. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm a liar.
I just assumed.
All right. So can I tell how much health Ebony has? Or can I make a medicine check?
Yeah, you've hung around Alkahest enough to be able to tell what they're looking like. Go for it. Roll me medicine. I lied. You don't know. With a 7, you have no idea how she's looking. You can see like dents and dings in her metallic armor. And just like in an eyeball, you looks worse off still. Even after that acid breath.
Oh, that does not work like I thought it would. Hold on a second.
Just so you know, Aurelius is going to be on deck after the Tehb'yeq hunters.
Oh shit!
Let me give him a slingshot, because we always joke that he has a sling. Oh, he does have a sling. Never mind.
He's got the wand.
Isn't there a magic sling? Oh yeah, and the wand.
Oh yeah, and if he needs to, he can cast. He has 7 slots or 7 uses of a. He has a magic missile wand. He can use it 7
Did
times.
he take damage automatically? With Wither and Bloom?
It looks like that way. That way, yeah.
He did take damage? 2d6?
Yeah.
Or half of
Yeah, he would have taken the 3 points of damage from that. Yeah.
Okay. And then...
So that is the trees kind of sprouting out of the ground, this nature just driving through the bones on the ground, this nutritious bone dust, and striking into it. But then you get to throw rocks at it, too, with a bonus action if you want to, or
no, you're thinking of a different spell.
I'm a lion piece of shit twice then.
Wither and Bloom is the new one. So everything in this circle, which it doesn't actually form a circle, but is a 10-foot radius, all of the plant life dies, and the Tehb'yeq takes a little bit of damage, and then Vaden feels a little bit better. He can roll one of his unspent hit dice to regain a number of hit points equal to that roll. He wants to. Oh, plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
On my turn,
No, just immediately.
No, right now.
I can roll a hit dice.
Yep, and then add 5 to that.
5.
And then I'll do bonus action healing word for Pavel. Pavel take 17, and Vaden, you actually take an additional 10. Also, wait, was it a spell? Yeah, it was a spell, so take an additional 10, Vaden.
Whoa. Getting back up to full.
Nice. Cool.
Okay, done.
Alright, it is the hunter's turn. This thing is going to come off the rock. That's as far as it can make it. You see another one beginning to crawl off the rock. And you see, for those looking, 3 more beginning to make their way down.
Making their way down.
Down, yeah.
Walking fast.
And
Fast,
you
hold down.
you actually see another one of these hunters beginning to make their way down towards you as well.
As he moves, do.
Hey, look, you got mad at me making in-sync references last week, or 2 weeks ago. Actually, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, this guy is going to... Vaden, you're at 0 HP right now. I think you just accidentally overcorrected yourself.
Oh, did I?
His name is Justin
you probably just
Timberbug.
like pressed backspace and clicked off.
Damn, R.I.P.
What the fuck? How does it?
You're at full.
Oh, I must have hit like 0 enter on accident.
It is going to go 1 attack onto both of you with its claws, 1 on each, and then it's going to bite at you, extra Vaden, because you have the lower... You don't look made out of metal. 26 to hit both of you, 16 points of damage, and then, like I said, it's just going to attempt to bite down on you.
Right.
16 hit, it's going to miss as it kind of like chomps towards you, as it slashes both of you, kind of raking, especially you, Vaden, in towards it. It reaches down its maw towards you, and you're able to kind of like parry and like just step out of the way, punch it off to the side, knock its head out of the way of actually biting into you.
Beautiful.
Alrighty. Next up is Aurelius, followed by Mendicus.
Alright, Aurelius. Get him while he's distracted. As Aurelius goes to hit him with his sling. Oh, I don't know why he did that.
Because it's too far away to hit it.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, it's over the 30 feet, so he just... And it like, the slingshot, like, the bolt, like, or the little rock lands right there, instead of making it all the way to it.
Is he in the circle? Is Aurelius in the circle?
Technically, yes, he is on one of the squares touching it.
Can I root sense to give him advantage, which would not allow disadvantage?
If you would like to, sure.
Yep.
Hey, roll the damage, because the 18 plus 4 would have hit. So we'll get rid of that 6 and keep the 18.
Nice roll, Aurelius.
The pebble hits the ground, skitters, and pops up off another rock at the last second, striking this Tehb'yeq in the eye for 6 points of damage, which I will apply right now. Alrighty. Next up, Mendicus.
Alright, all these guys over here are on the ground, right? Like these 3, that one guy jumped off the cliff, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are all 3 on the ground. If you're talking about, not this guy's dead. Oh, yeah, I mean, his body's there to target, I guess, as you cast your spell. Fireball. Hell yeah.
I just want to make sure I hit them all. Roll them dice.
The defender fails. The hunter closest to Vaden fails, or succeeds, sorry. The one in the bottom most fail or succeeds, and then all of the other ones fail, taking the full points of damage.
But that'll be my turn.
Oh no, that's because it's immune to fire damage. So
What the fuck? God damn it.
the defender took no damage. The other ones did take their damage. Cool. Great. It did apply accurately. Good.
Welcome to my life.
But yeah, so as you're on this high ground, you just I don't know how like the flare of you doing it, but does it, but you kind of like extend outwards, your chains adding extra like fire as it just lights this entire area on fire for a brief moment, cindering some of the bone beneath it, charring it black. Next, back to the top of the order, we are at Alkahest. Many more enemies beginning to make their way towards your group. What are we doing?
I will get closer to Pearl. Pearl will get into my hand, and we will travel 25 feet.
Yes, you can see the brain beneath you.
And she will travel the 30 over there. I will spend my bonus action and my action.
Oh, okay. Your action giving a spell to you.
No, yeah, to Pearl.
Oh, to Pearl to do on you, and then the bonus action to attack with Pearl.
Yeah, my bonus action is to give Pearl an action, and then my action is the spell through Pearl, and then that's only a reaction, and then Pearl can attack as well still, because that's her action. It's a weird-ass thing.
No, hey, yeah, totally. I appreciate the quick explanation. Makes it so my little brain can understand.
I just don't know if I want to burn my last, because I only have 2/3 slots, so I feel like a warlock. Well... I have some means of doing things. I will cure wounds at 2nd level for 20 HP.
That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, 20 points of healing to her.
+5.
Oh yeah, plus an additional 5 from Kuzma.
Or no, 4, because it's half.
Yeah, half rounding down.
Yeah.
Right, I applied the 4.
Hope you're doing better, sister. This is Pearl.
You see her, like, put out her finger and it lands on it briefly. A pearl lands on her finger, and that's what spreads the healing into her as she, like, lowers her finger and nods towards you. Thank you.
And Pearl will attack.
Alright, go for it.
Let's go, Pearl. Keeping it consistent.
Nice. Yeah, 31 to hit, 7 points of damage. Beautiful. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly dwindling this dude down as he is trapped within this vortex of Vaden punching it, or this phantasmal force of Vaden punching it, this withering bloom of vines coming up and striking it, and it's surrounded by 2 proficient strikers. Next up, Pavel with Vaden on deck. Pavel, I saw you measuring earlier. What are we doing?
I am going to travel over here. Maybe.
Yep. As you sprint forward out of this, the healing aura of the rose tree.
And then I'm gonna attack the big guy.
Alrighty, go for it. 20 ties. That'll hit. And does a total of 24 points of damage.
I'm gonna continue my attack.
Alrighty, go for it. As you whipping into it. Second whip, as it recoils back, you bring the whip back, strike forward, 26 to hit, 13 points of damage, you back into it. Nice. Done?
As a bonus action, can I move again?
No, unfortunately. You were just
Okay,
standing out in
then,
front
yeah,
of this gigantic creature that kind of opens its maw and screams out at you in a way that I wish that I could.
Well, then I would like to mockingly go, rah, back to him.
And you do so with vigor.
Okay, I'm done.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty, Vaden, you're up with Yasmorn on deck.
Okay, so this circle is the phantasmal force, or is this square?
The square inside is the phantasmal force. The circle is the wither and bloom.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then you guys can't see it, but Ebony also has a circle coming off of her.
And then you're gonna put down fairy fire.
Okay, no, I'm not. Fuck that. That'd be way too much. I'm gonna just go on the other side of this guy.
Cool.
I'm going to attack this one.
So, very like Hollywood movie-esque, you kind of like spin around, dodging its pincers, shifting to the other one, staying within its range to not provoke opportunity attack as you begin to slice into the new Tehb'yeq in your path.
Miss slice. God damn it.
Nothing bad happens. You're good. Keep
Okay.
going. 20 will hit.
I'm actually going to turn... No, actually, I'm not. I'm going to hit this guy again.
Alrighty, go for it. Continuing the rampage of punches into this guy.
Fucking...
11's gonna miss.
Yep, another flurry.
Go for it.
Jesus Christ, dude.
15 will miss.
I am done.
Alrighty, yeah. So you landed one good strike, doing a good 11 points of damage to it. Next up is Yasmorn with the whole slew of NPCs on deck.
I'm gonna target the hunter right in the far back that I targeted.
All right, yep, the very top left of my screen.
Yeah, and I'm gonna enemies abound him.
Okay. One of your favorite spells. It fails its int save with a 2. I am discovering that these guys are weak to bards. Alrighty, he is confused. He cannot tell the difference between ally and foe.
Aurelius, why do you seem to be so happy in that weird glow of Kuzma? What? This feels kind of good, actually.
What is he supposed to call you now? Is he on Yasmorn with you?
Aurelius, call me a Tehb'yeq defender.
Yes, Tehb'yeq defender.
And I'm gonna... Actually, do I even have any... Okay, I have 1 inspiration left. Kuzma, are you inspired right now?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna inspire Kuzma.
Have you inspired anyone this battle? Because you shouldn't be out. They just may have not have been refreshed from the last time. Who here has been inspired by Mendicus or by Yasmorn this go
Or by
around?
Mendicus.
I mean, I'm very inspiring.
And you have 5 in total now. So you
I don't know why I rolled them.
No, you have 6 because you have the flower in your hair too. So you have at least. I think this is the first one you've used, right? Has anyone been inspired by him yet?
Not that I recall.
Okay, so this may just not have reset last time. So you have 5 more.
Mendicus inspires everybody to brush their teeth.
That's just standard.
But I don't have teeth.
And a hair care product.
Almost there away.
And then I'll end it there.
Alrighty, nice. So who did you inspire?
Kuzma.
And what'd you say to him?
Kuzma, this glow is amazing! Kuzma, me and Aurelius have got your back, man. You do whatever you need to.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Alrighty. Pavel. On Ebony's turn... No, never mind. I'm going to save that for now, because... Yeah, it's fine. Alright, she's going to begin her pound town on this guy with her Mighty Morphin weapon. 28 hits. 11 points of damage. 30 to hit. 10 points of damage. This thing's still up. Nope. Oh, that's 2 HP. 20 to hit. She's able to kill this one in front of her. Nice work, Drow, weakening this thing. Bugbear, strike fast!
Thank you.
And she's going to give her last attack to you, Pavel. So you can strike out one more time with the defender.
Holy shit.
Does that get first strike?
No, it's not. It's not the first strike on your turn. It is the second strike, but
And I get to hit whoever I want?
with advantage, yes. Yeah, anyone in range. You can turn back and whip her. 25 to hit. Absolutely hits the defender. Nice. Roll that damage. 14 points of damage. Nice. And she, really low on health still, is going to move kind of up here.
Thanks a lot, Ebony.
No problem.
Yeah, she sounds nice, Pavel.
Try not to stay in a straight line. This
Where's
thing,
Ivor?
when it spits acid, it moves in a straight line. So try not to be in lines with one another.
And she
In front of it.
stood right in the perfect line with Pavel.
Well, I mean,
all lines
okay,
are straight.
all lines. There are always 2 lines between people, but this thing would have to move down here to do so rather than straight in. So
Uh-huh.
you cannot have 2 things and not have a straight line between them.
It's not true.
It is absolutely true. It just has to travel through things to get to you. On flat
I guess we're
Deitas,
on-
it's always.
I guess we're on flat Earth, yeah. Anyway.
Alrighty, that is Ebony's turn. It is this thingy's turn now.
All right, while you're measuring, Ebony, it really wasn't my fault because I had to walk around Vade and you, and I didn't want to get hit. So, yeah, it's not my fault. I miscounted my steps, thought I could still move. Not my fault.
I'd
you
like
trying
to
to-
use a reaction if possible.
What is your
What are you trying
reaction?
to say, Pavel. The Vaden has a huge ass. You have to walk around.
As this creepy crawly walks up, I turn to it holding my stopwatch, and I use 3 charges, and I use position reset.
So you remember how, like, when I let you finish this, I regret that you rolled a 46 and finished it early. All right, what happens to it?
You can teleport a creature back to a space they were at the beginning of the turn, and save. Beat a 19.
Int save?
It might. It's fucking smart.
It is very smart.
I may just use 3 charges for no
That
reason.
is a 19.
You little bitch!
Don't hate the player, hate the dice.
I respect it.
Wait. Can I?
It is in your circle.
Reaction.
Yeah, it is in your circle.
Rescind
You
reaction.
already used your reaction to give
back to the top of the order.
Oh, it's at the top of the order, not the back of your
for
round.
combat. Yeah,
Wow.
per round.
Okay, then yes. So it needs to re-roll that.
Wait. Well, no, hold on. I can only help Alkahest. I can't.
You can't impose disadvantage. Okay.
No.
So its moves are complicated. It's going to take 2 claw attacks on you, Alkahest. The first one is a 14 to hit, which I believe misses, and the second one is an 8 to hit. Yeah. So this Tehb'yeq, as he comes up behind you, as you try to make it so he moves backwards, he succeeds on the save, and he meagerly reaches out, nearly hitting you. Almost like a baby deer, fresh on its legs, just poorly striking out at you. It is then going to attempt to intellect devour you. You succeed.
It's the only person he can use it on.
I have advantage on, so...
Well, you succeed anyway.
And I have resistance to psychic damage.
Yeah, you can feel its mind penetrating into me, or penetrate into me.
Freudian slip.
You can feel his mind beginning to penetrate into you, and you see flashes of domination, flashes of other beings, nothing similar to you or any of your friends, being like slaughtered under the hands of these creatures, and then like, this is just a brain on some sticks, and it doesn't even bother you. It doesn't harm you. You know the dangers that these things could cause in numbers, but this little bitch ain't nothing to you. As you shake it off, it is Yu's turn. She is going to just continue her. She's going to step up slightly because she has to. She's actually going to use her healing word, one of her last, to heal Ebony some. For 12 points plus 5 because she is within that. Oh, sorry, plus 4. Alrighty. As she steps up and heals Ebony slightly. None of you could understand her if you heard her, but Kuzma, you hear her say in Druidic, may spring be with you, as she heals up for that HP. It is the defender's turn. This thing is going to step up towards you, Pavel.
She healed herself.
No, she healed Ebony.
Oh.
But you heard her say, may nature be with you, to heal Ebony. As this thing is going to attack you, Pavel. As it just launches its large maw out at you. 18 to hit? I believe that hits, right?
Yes, it does.
Alrighty. And we'll do 23 points of piercing damage, so it's resistance for you.
Are you in the shower?
What'd you say?
He asked if you were in the shower.
There's some really bad feedback on your side. That sounds like water running by.
No, he's just in the shower.
I was also going to make
taking a shower. Oh god.
Oh yeah.
But so as this creature opens up its maw, lunges out at you, and bites into you, it kind of just like grabs a patch of fur and rips it off, rather than actually getting a hold of your body. Next up is Kuzma.
So can I see the brain now? Attacking Alkahest?
Yes, it is on the high ground. It is on the high ground. Yep.
Okay. I am casting Nature's Retaliation on it to start.
Alrighty. See if it fails. It does fail the wisdom save as these spiritual fey-like fairies begin to come up out of the ground. Alkahest, you can't even see these, but you see the brain beginning to like dance and skitter around things coming out of the ground to hit it and strike it that you can't even see. Bonus action?
No, but it does take psychic damage. I'm curious if it takes psychic damage.
It did not. Good point.
It didn't take any damage?
So as it fails this, it can see these things, but it kind of like just shrugs it off knowing that they're not real. It did seem to take 0 damage.
Alright, done.
Alrighty, next up is the hunters. Vaden, this one's already in your face. This one's going to come to... Actually, this one's going to go all the way to you. This one will go to Pavel. This one can make it to Ebony. Because these boys are fast as fuck. Oh no, they're not. They're slower than I thought. I'm going to move them a little bit less because I moved them extra last time. Alrighty. Then we get the attacks. I'm going to do this all at once on Pavel, on Vaden, and on you. Since they all have the same 3 attacks, they can all make them the exact same time. 2 claw attacks.
And the one that's enemies abounded.
Thank you. Before I continue, let me do that first. So he has to attack a random creature that he can see. We'll go 1, 2. I'll just roll a d10.
Oh shit! Good luck, yo.
That's its other friend. So we'll make its way down towards this guy and attack. So, in fact, the other hunter, Vaden, and you will be being attacked because the other one is going for one of the hunters. For both claw attacks, that is a 23 to hit, which I believe hits all of you for 12 points of damage. The second claw attack will hit, or it will roll a 13. That one's going to miss. And then the bite attack on all 3. For a 24 is going to hit. Will hit all of you. Everyone except for you succeeds on their strength save and is grappled. Including the Tehb'yeq. No, it's too big. Cool. So only you is... Oh, you and Vaden. Sorry, Vaden. Actually, no, I'm not going to let you be grappled in the mouth of this thing as it's being bit by its ally from behind. But yeah, so you is currently grappled by this Tehb'yeq in its mouth. Next up is Aurelius with Mendicus on deck.
Aurelius, just use whatever that magic Kuzma gave you last time to do it again.
Alright, as he pulls out a slingshot, misses with a 10.
Alright, I'll resent. Here in Yasborn, I want to encourage this poor little guy.
Alrighty, the 15 plus, that's a 19, that'll hit again, as he just skips it and bounces it in. That's 5 points of damage as it just kind of hits this dude for a little bit.
Great job, Aurelius.
Yeah, that fantastic shot.
Dun, 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 dun. He levels up. No. Next up, Mendicus with Alkahest on deck.
So Yu's grappled right now. She's in the maws of this thing.
Correct. She is within its maw. Its gaping maw.
I mean, this doesn't really, like, trying to read the spell. So I wanna gaseous form you to get her out.
Is that not a touch spell?
It is.
Okay.
I was going to Misty Step gaseous form.
Okay. Yeah, you could do that.
But it doesn't specifically say that it like escapes grapples or anything like that.
I mean, I would say that it would. I don't think you can grapple a fart if you. I mean, unless
you pull my finger.
Trusting you, having seen you before, weirdly trusting you, having seen you before, grabs your finger, pulls it, and turns into a fart.
I'll roll Misty Step as well, so that gets off here.
Cool. Yep. So as you kind of teleport in, have her pull your finger as she turns into a fart cloud that seeps out of the mouth of this Tehb'yeq.
And that's it, because
the Tehb'yeq. Cool. You still have your movement, technically. If you wanted to forego an opportunity attack, but that's up to you.
Nah, fight me, you bitch.
Okay.
Not you.
Alrighty, Alkahest, you're up. Brain in your Tehb'yeq thing in your face.
Disadvantage on range. Anything touch? I'll let it hit me.
You'll let it attempt to hit you. Do you just kind of like run away from it?
Yep.
Make me a quick acrobatics check to jump down from that little cliff side. It's not very high. It's only like, like 15, 20 feet. But still. We'll give you half movement with that 4. We'll just say you kind of have to like you hit the ground a little hard and you kind of get up and keep going.
Alright, 1 sec.
As it attempts to claw out at you.
So 15, let me move back.
Yeah, so you move like the 10 feet to get down, and then your half movement on your last 10. So you have a total of 20 feet of movement. The first 10 is just getting off the cliff. Nat 1.
Welcome, buddy.
Damn, I was really hoping for that to be a bad roll so you could hurt it. Get a free advantage or something, whatever I decided. Okay, cool. As it misses, it just kind of reaches out, its claw hits the ground. Again, Bambi legging in front of you.
17 to hit.
Yeah, 17's gonna... okay, it's stacking the brain. Yeah, 17's gonna hit. 8 points of damage as it hits into it. That's force damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is vulnerable to force damage.
Holy shit.
As you find out, you see like the wave on its... like a wave ripple out on its brain that just seems to do quite a bit more damage than you were expecting. 18's gonna hit. Or, sorry, 18 was a dice. 28's gonna hit. Nice.
That's my turn.
Do you call out anything after seeing that your bird did more damage with its wing attack?
Mendicus, fuck the brain up. It's bad against force.
My brain's already fucked up. What do you mean?
Yeah, fuck up the one on legs.
Oh, that... Okay.
You are also on legs.
It's true.
Alright, Pablo, you're up.
Don't hurt my brain anymore, Dungeon Master.
Actually, everybody at disadvantage make me a perception check. Alkahest make me a perception check normally.
Including Aurelius?
Aurelius doesn't have to. Yasmorn, you can make me yours normal. So you leave it at the 9. I'll just check what you got. The higher the roll. Okay, 13.
Wait, what?
Vaden, you saw shortly before Alkahest yelled out about it being weak against force damage, you saw the Tehb'yeq in front of you shudder slightly.
What, was he the only one that saw it?
Yeah, with an 18, yeah, he was. What'd you get?
17.
Yeah.
Wait, so
yes, you would have seen that too, Kuzma. Whichever one you were looking at shuddered right before he said that, just slightly.
Oh,
like shuddered as in like shook in its boots.
Take it how you will.
Okay. Alkahest, I believe they're all scared of force damage. This one looks like he's shaking in his boots over here.
But he doesn't have boots.
You know what I mean.
Apparently not. Brain on legs, huh?
No, that's over there.
Perhaps they not like attack when we attack the brain, though. Maybe that's it. I saw it too.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Kuzma? Do you think it was scared of force damage or?
I don't know. Maybe attack brain again and find out.
Maybe just attack the brain guy, huh?
6-second turns, guys.
Don't underestimate the power of the force.
Vaden, you are up.
We talk really quick.
Whoa.
Jasmine, you're really good with force.
Pablo, you are up. I'm sorry I skipped you. Yeah, I just talked your entire turn and then skipped you. That was your 6 seconds.
Yeah,
Everybody yelling at each other, Pablo. That's on you.
I have no idea what this has to do with dancing.
What?
And it automatic. Well,
That's not what I meant, Pava.
That's on point for Pablo.
Okay,
That's fair.
roll crit damage because that was a nat 20.
Oh fuck yeah!
Nat
I can't
fucking
do
20.
that.
The power of the Persuader is insignificant next to the power of the Force, Pablo.
Pablo, how did that feel? Doing 50 points of damage.
Holy
What
fuck.
in the
Never
dick
mind.
fucking shit?
Well, welcome
It
to
feels like-
that's the maxed out roll plus rolling a 6, 4, 4, and 1.
Wait, his Persuader is awakened?
It is awakened. For some reason, when he jumped down, it sprouted a second tail and awakened.
What the
That's
fuck?
not the only thing that sprouted a second tail.
Hey,
Hey, Papa, you had one tail to begin with?
We don't talk about the one that got cut off.
he's a bugbear.
So the 18 is going to miss. Let's roll a 1 and a 7. Alright, yeah, so 50... that is probably the most single damage we've had in this campaign.
Oh, hey, wait. I want to use inspiration if I can to re-roll my second hit.
Sure. Yeah, you get to roll it again at advantage. Because you get to re-roll the entire roll, which is advantage roll. And I'm going to do the same thing on disadvantage, so if you ever decide to use it on disadvantage, you get to roll a disadvantage. 29 will hit. So kind of like doing what Aurelius has been doing is you whip up off the ground, it hits the ground, it kind of whips up and into its face and cracks its underside of its maw. Actually, this thing's way too big for you to grapple. Okay, bonus action.
Unarmed strike.
Yep, as you just grab.
I don't know why I did that.
Just unarmed strike with it. Disadvantage though.
It might be with a reach because he's a fucking bugbear. Let me check it.
Do it.
No, it's not
I
a
mean, I
reach.
still hit it, and it's not a crit.
It probably, with the 10-foot long arms, man, it probably takes you more than 6 seconds to wind that punch up.
Just imagine like a cartoon. He's literally like arm winding up, you know,
Yeah.
in a windmill.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that hits, does 9 points of damage.
That's how we monk.
Can I determine how hurt this thing is in front of me?
Oh, barely. Barely. You've hit it like 4 times so far. You know that this, like, you fought a wounded version of this creature before, and it took about this much damage to take it down, but this thing looked fresh coming at you. So it's not quite half HP. It is not quite bloody. There are a couple bloody spots coming out of it, but it is not that bad yet. Done?
Rah!
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
As you guys continue to yell at each other, Vaden is up, Yasmorn on deck.
I am going to... I'm going to risk this. Yeah, I think I have 45 feet of movement. 45... Yeah.
You have to make me an athletics check to quickly climb up that rock, just so you know, because it is about 15 feet up, but you can kind of...
Climb up where?
Onto this, like, purchase, that's about 15 feet up right there. It's about a 15-foot cliffside. So, but, like, if you roll really well, you can get up there.
Well, it's like, I feel like I would just get to the base of it.
Don't forget,
You know.
you can dash as a bonus action, too, with your with a key point.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. You want me to athletics check?
No, not at all. Not even if you used half movement, so even if you rolled really, really poorly, you can still
Yeah,
grab it,
I'll
pull yourself up.
key point to dash. Opportunity attack on me? I shouldn't have said anything, but...
He is not going to take it because he is worried about his ally attacking him behind you, but yes, I do appreciate you saying that.
Okay.
Thank God, I thought I was just gonna straight up die. just get mauled to death.
Yeah. I'm going to attack him.
Go for it.
Jesus, my shit rolls, dude.
12 will just miss. This is a brain, so it's gonna be a lot easier to hit. 27 is gonna hit. 10 points of damage, nice. As you slash across it with your sword, cutting in slightly into its brain, 17 will hit. Doing 15 points of damage as you sock it right in its face. It does succeed on the con save to not be stunned.
Fair. I am done.
Okay. Everybody notices that now that you're paying attention towards it, anyone who is paying attention towards it, that every creature shudders both of the times that Vaden does strike this, which means I do need to take the damage for them.
Guys, leave everyone else alone and just attack the brain guy.
You over there
you,
dancing with him?
Yeah, he's shaking in his boots, Pavel.
Did you extract that, anything from it besides the force?
Yeah, okay. Can I do that still?
Yeah.
I fucked up.
I'll get there. Give me
Is he one with the force? Or the force is with me?
The force is with me.
Okay, I think I got all of them. So, and I will screenshot this as well for you guys. He is immune to acid, necrotic, and psychic. He is resistant to bludgeoning, fire, non-magical, physical, piercing, slashing. So he's resistant to all physical attacks and thunder. And then he is vulnerable to cold and force damage, and he cannot be blinded.
Does anyone have any cold spells?
I blew my load on the fireballs and the fart spell. But
Do you
otherwise,
remember
yes.
your ring, Mendicus?
It's gonna take too long to use an action.
Use the Schwartz.
I have a frost lance.
Quick question for you,
Use
Mendicus.
that, Pavel.
Mendicus, would you have used your chain to try to roll a d20? Your chain link? I know it's still new to you, so that's why I'm reminding you.
Oh shit! Well, we might as well roll it. I got to roll a 20 though, right?
Yeah, or a one to fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's fuck or be great. Okay, so Vaden, run up, slash, attack it, pass off the information. Mendicus knows that he has Eldritch Blast that does force damage. Pavel brings awareness to his Frost Lance, but he is pretty far away. And other than that, Yasmorn, you are up with the NPCs on deck.
Can I see the brain?
Yeah, it's on the high ground with Vaden.
All right. I'm going to take a shot at suggestion.
It succeeds with a 24. What do you
I suggest you go fuck yourself.
You see him orgasm and heal slightly. No.
Oh God! I kind of want to see what that looks like.
Not the post-nut clarity, Yasmorn.
Vaden, don't die now. Don't die on me.
I'll try not to. I will try not to, Yasmin. Thank you for the kind words.
Here, take this life. I stole it from Aurelius.
Perfect. He doesn't need it anyway.
+4. You get +4 more healing because you're
Plus
because you're within his healing.
Is it +4 or 5?
4. It's half his level rounded
4.
down.
Yep.
So yeah.
Gotcha.
Alrighty, beautiful. As you attempt to suggest, and then you heal Vaden, keeping him at tip-top shape for fucking up his brain. Next up, we have Ebony. Move here. Yeah, Pavel looks okay. So she's going to attempt to attack this creature with all 4 strikes, possibly. Within her strike, she is going to ask you, Mendicus, can you strike the brain?
I mean, what brain are you talking about?
It's not long enough, Ebony.
Mendicus, ask her if she ever worked at a place called Allegedly. The name seems familiar.
I mean, I could show her the brain if you just want me to drop trowel and show her my nuts.
Can you strike it with your Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
And then she says, then do it now! And as she like strikes into this Tehb'yeq and distracts it slightly, you can cast Eldritch Blast on on the brain.
Can I use my Eldritch Blast or just the regular?
Just the regular. No abilities on top of it. This is still kind of like a half reaction for you.
Gotcha.
This is kind of like a modification of a fighter ability. 13 is just going to miss, but you have 2 strikes with it, so that's papa as they both come out with your cantrip.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Well, that's pretty.
24 is going to hit. 15 points of damage, as it does a total of 30, which means everything else takes damage as well, which let me put that in. So again, as the first one misses because you're kind of like looking over your shoulder to see them all of them else react, but the other one, your other hand like locks over your shoulder, fires, strikes like 2 inches from Vaden's head, but pops into this the Tehb'yeq brain, and you see the one right in front of you like shudder in pain a little bit. And next up we have the brain with Vaden in its face. So Vaden,
Brain.
big brain. This is going to be 2 claw attacks against you.
Pussy.
16 misses, 8 misses, and it's going to attempt to devour intellect. You fail with an 11, you take 21 points of psychic damage, and then you need to roll me...
Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that intelligence saving throw?
You sure can.
Okay.
You gotta beat a 16.
Come on, Vaden, you can do it.
With a
Oh,
nat,
yes!
with a nat 20.
Damn.
I think that was worth my inspiration. Do I get health back? Or take half that?
You take
half
no
that.
damage when you succeed, so you get all 21 HP back. And I don't get to do my cool thing.
I'm sorry.
That's like a whole
No,
Vaden.
that's
Yeah, he's a whole Vaden.
Like a third Vaden,
It was
21.
good. It was a good third Vaden.
Note to self: stop getting drunk and giving out inspiration because they're funny. Just because they make you laugh doesn't mean they deserve
Oh
inspiration.
no, you gave me inspiration.
Absolutely,
for a
I
good
am not.
reason.
I am not upset. That was fantastic. That was the perfect turnaround for somebody with a 0, with a +0. That is amazing. All right, next
That
up,
was.
completely shutting down his turn as he strikes, misses, seeps into your brain. Vaden, you see a whole city underground, very, very briefly, but you get this whole picture of these underground Tehb'yeq mining, digging out this massive tunnel space. You don't know where, you don't know when, you don't know why, you don't know how, but it's just hundreds and hundreds of these hunters with these defenders sliding behind them, the scouts buzzing in the air, these things that you haven't seen since Kuzma's trial up in the Khmiri Mountains. And you see one gigantic brain, just kind of like slothed in the middle, that there are creatures so small next to it that you can't see helping it. And then you snap out of it. And you only got that deep of a glimpse because of your nat 20.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah, you're up. Oh, sorry, I'm you. I'm up.
She's Misty Cloud. She can't talk, manipulate objects.
10 foot, 20 foot movement.
10 foot.
She's going to get inside of her tree as she farts away from you.
As I see her go away, I guess on my turn I'll drop concentration.
Hello. I bet you're Mendicus right now, right?
She smells really bad.
She smells actually like roses. Can I decide that, or is that something you get to choose?
She pulled my finger. No, yeah, you can decide that. I don't care.
She smells like a weird. So she smells like if you just took a shit and then sprayed Febreze on top of it.
Jesus Christ.
That's the
That's
best smell
fucking
ever.
terrible.
How are you doing? Okay out there? I haven't left. I don't think you can talk back.
No, you cannot. That was for me. That's nothing important. Wink. All right, Pavel. The defender is going to bite out at you on its turn. It does not do well when I can't reroll its fucking breath attack. 19 to hit you for 34, reduced to 17 points of damage as it just chomps down on you again. This time, getting a little bit beyond your fur and actually like ripping a small chunk out of your pec. There's like now meat showing.
Oh yeah.
God, I hate that you're into this. Kuzma, you're up.
I want to touch it.
As you poke the muscle, you take 1 point of damage, but that's reduced to 0 because you're raging.
I would have placed that better, but we're gonna do Wrath of Nature.
Who would you have wanted it on?
The brain. Okay, so we're gonna start on my turn. I assume there's trees around here. I hope.
There is the one mystic tree in the very, very middle, but otherwise there
Okay.
are no trees whatsoever. It is just shards of bone. Imagine what mulch does to plant life. That's pretty much like these bones are. There's been so many, there's no plant life that really grows up. But the mystic tree in the middle is an actual tree, just something
Yeah, I'm
that
not
you,
close.
Ebony, and her can walk. You and Ebony can walk through.
I'm not close enough for the tree to hurt the brain. Yeah, bonus action rocks attack the brain
Go for
for 3d6. Oh god, he's resistant to bludgeoning? What the fuck?
Resistance still fine. It's still half damage. He's resistant to a lot, so
It's really weird. I thought like this soft, squishy brain would be not so resistant.
you'd think.
For 11?
Yep,
Oh, wait.
11 points of damage. Nice. Well, 5, but yeah, still. Any damage is good damage.
Make a strength saving throw.
Not his strong
Oh yeah, knock his ass prone. Kuzma.
Is he prone?
I don't know. Did he fail?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, he's prone.
All right. All attacks, all melee attacks on it have advantage. All range attacks are.
Now I can't fucking hit him. God damn it, Kuzma.
At the end of his turn, he has to make a strength saving throw or restrained. So he's also restrained. I don't know the difference between restrained and prone.
Prone is it's laying on the ground. Restrained gives advantage to all attackers. So in theory, Mendicus would just have a straight attack roll on him.
Okay, so he's prone and restrained. That's it. I'm done.
Can the tree attack the hunter, or does it only attack one target?
Oh, that's a good question. Hold on, let me see.
You mean the defender?
Oh yeah, each of my enemies within a 10-foot radius, so I can attack that guy.
Which guy?
This guy over here, right next to the fucking tree. For 46 slashing.
Where did you cast the thing?
I mean, I would have cast it like,
okay, cool.
Wrath of Nature. It was fucking huge, you saw it.
Yeah. I gotcha. Just making sure I can go ahead and place it for you.
The whole map will be just a giant green square.
At the rate we're going, yeah. Cool. 9 points of damage to him as what kind of happens to him?
A dexterity saving throw.
The tree whips out. Let me do a dex save for you.
Did the bludgeoning have the same effect
Fails.
on everything else?
Fails. Okay.
It did. Yep. It did. It still shuddered out, though not nearly as badly. Like only it was like a minor reaction. Like you saw it like flinch very, very slightly.
This is all entirely a difficult terrain for enemies. There's grass and undergrowth everywhere.
Good to know. That'll be very, very important here. It is the hunter's turn. Mendicus. We're gonna go. Yep, we're gonna go one claw at you and one claw at Ebony. That is a 18 to hit, which I believe hits you, misses her, and we'll do 15 points of damage. And what were you concentrating on? The fart?
Yep.
Okay, so she drops fart. You should just rename that spell fart. But
probably. Yeah.
And then she is going to bite out at you. Sorry, not she.
If you bite me, you piece of shit. That bitch with the sword will get you. You should also see a doctor.
I'm gonna end your concentration real quick so it doesn't keep rolling.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I got you. So as it bites out at you, it does only 4 points of damage. Literally almost like the least amount I can roll.
The buttons. It was the buttons.
And you now take the place of you in its mouth and are grappled by it.
You can't pierce my button coat. I know your weakness.
Aurelius is up, and then Mendicus.
Aurelius!
Wait, are these two fuckers down here gonna do battle?
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, they're gonna go back and forth and attack each other. Thank you. I completely forgot about the rest of my hunters. Yeah. Big dumb. Aurelius, shut up. Adults are talking. 19 to hit. They're both gonna hit each other. And now, does he remake the save every time he takes damage, or takes damage from you guys?
I think any damage.
Okay, so he will make another int save. Nat 20, he succeeds. They snap out of it. This other one is still going to strike out at him out of anger, because who wouldn't? But seeing that he's no longer attacking, he will forego his bite attack, and does 19 to hit for 12 points of damage on him. Cool. So he did extra damage to him for attacking him, but they are now going to move up to here, and 10, 20, they can just reach you, Mendicus, as he's going to attack you in the other guy's mouth.
It should be a disadvantage because I have button coat.
Not how that works, but yeah, you do take 10 more damage. As it kind of like slashes into you and knocks a couple buttons off of your jacket. Now, Aurelius, you're up.
It took so long to fucking sew! I need to stop being a hero. I should have just let that fucking bitch die in his mouth.
Alrighty, Aurelius. Never miss Aurelius, you're up.
Aurelius, hit the brain!
Does Kuzma affect that?
Yeah. I mean, we got to keep it up. I don't want to really.
That hits again then.
Yes.
Vaden, this time holding his short sword off to the side. Aurelius misses and it bounces off the short sword and strikes into the brain for 5 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
Aurelius, you missed Vaden.
Sorry, Tehb'yeq defender.
That's all, folks.
Sorry, I'm doing all the damage to all the creatures now.
I'm just waiting for Aurelius to kill someone with that.
That'll be beautiful.
Can't wait till like 3 years later. Aurelius is the strongest among us all.
The only one that lives.
Well, by that time he'll be middle-aged, so...
Oh, they only live like 6 years?
No, they live to be like 30, I think, if I remember correctly. Alrighty, they all take their
He's
damage.
foreshadowing his untimely demise.
Mendicus, you're up.
So inside this mouth, do I have disadvantage again?
No, you're just grappled, you're not restrained.
Alright, then I'm gonna blow my whole load, so I got 6 Eldritch Blasts against
All at
brain.
disadvantage.
Why?
Because it's prone, it's not restrained yet.
Yeah, it is restrained.
Is it restrained yet, Kuzma?
Yeah, it's both.
Oh, okay.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, the one's right next to it? Wait.
The
No.
brain.
The brain.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Okay. I know you hit it
Yeah,
with the
roots and
rock.
vines. Yeah, well, yeah, prone, and then at the end of my turn, he can restrain if he has to make a strength saving throw, but if he's prone, he doesn't have to make that, so he's restrained also, right? He's prone and wrapped in vines.
Okay, then yes, he is restrained, so it's a straight throw. Because you have advantage and you have disadvantage and they counteract each other.
Alright, so I got 6 of them.
28's going to hit. For 20 points of damage, I'm just doubling it. 27 will hit.
Nice.
32 points of damage. 20's going to hit.
My dice are in the way.
I know. They roll on top of your clicking thing because you can actually click on the dice too for 24 points of damage.
So that's 3.
He's starting to look pretty rough. 30 will hit. 22 points of
4.
damage. 15 hits.
Oh, nice.
Hard for you to miss, buddy. For 28 points of damage. 17 will hit. How do you want to do this? Now, I'm going to give you a lot of leeway here because this kills every creature in here.
I don't know. Yeah, the one thing I'm good at is fucking up a brain, including my own, especially. So,
You say you like take a chug of something out of your backpack before the very last Eldritch Blast.
yeah, just like I know the weak spots of all the brain. I just like my
Drugs,
Eldritch Blast is like alcohol,
abuse,
just rolling over top of it.
Depression,
just killing all his brain cells.
As he finds a little heroin left.
Yeah, I'll take a little hit at the end too, maybe.
Right in the middle, you take a hit and just pop. All 6 shots connect. That is 8 points more than you needed to kill it. And with every strike, you hear screaming and wailing coming from each of the creatures, crawling, each of them taking opportunity attacks as necessary, crawling towards Mendicus, trying to get close to him, trying to get near him, trying to stop this from happening. And Vaden, as you kind of like see it beginning to take this damage very forcefully, its brain beginning to bruise and concuss, you hop on top of the vines, holding it in place as 1, 2, 3, all 6 shots connect. And each creature just kind of like withers up like a spider, its legs curling up underneath of it in pain, as if, as one could imagine it happens when nerves get hit. The body just kind of crumples up upon itself. And that ends the combat, and that's where we'll take our break.
Well, that was badass.
You should do more heroin, Mendicus.
Yeah, I agree. That's a great idea. You got any right now?
I mean, if you ask nicely, you never told me where the trees were, but she knows.
Oh, well, I just saved her life, so I'm sure she'll reward me appropriately.
All right, let's go and take our break there, guys.
All right.
Beautiful. Hey folks, DM of All Natural here. If you're interested in sponsoring our podcast, feel free to message us on Instagram at AWNaturalRoll. That's AUNATUROLL, AWNaturalRoll. Or feel free to email us at deitasaudio@gmail.com. That's DEITASAUDIO@gmail.com. Thank you, and let's get back to the game. Alrighty. So, at the end of this battle, you find yourselves amongst a sleuth of, or a whole group of dead corpses. Each of these Tehb'yeq kind of like withering up and dying amongst you all. Yew finally drops the tree that is in the middle of this place and allows it to disappear. But Ebony and Yew are there. There are a whole bunch of Tehb'yeq. What are all of you guys doing?
Can
They're all
I
dead?
ask?
Yes,
Can
they're
I
all
ask
dead.
how big this brain is? Like, how big is the brain on top of this?
To scale, almost the size of you, probably like 4 foot in diameter.
Oh shit, that's a giant
Yeah,
brain.
big old brain on top of.
Is there like any like fluids coming off of it? Like,
Yeah, mostly like clear and or greenish pink, green and pink kind of fluids, kind of like seeping from it, like almost like seeming like plasma.
hey Yasmon, you think Alkahest might like some of this brain fluid?
To like eat?
Yeah. I mean, whatever he wants to do with it, you know, like
I'll walk up to Yew, and I'll use my healer kit.
I'll get some for him anyway.
You what brought you to this area to war with all these terrible monstrosities?
She
You
puts
also
her
hunt?
she puts her hand on you, Alkahest, and says, "Thank you, thank you, Alkahest." And yeah, you can do the same to Ebony. I'll heal her the extra bit in a moment. Kuzma.
Same thing.
Da.
The reason we're here is we're going to be holding a meeting up at the Orange Lotus Academy. Or the dojo, the Immortal Dojo. Here in a little bit. As soon as we get up there, we were hoping to catch you guys on our kind of adventure southwards, and personally I wanted to take care of this egg as soon as I saw it. We just had to get Ruby up and past here before coming back down.
I'm sorry. Did I hear Immortal Dojo?
Did I hear Ruby?
Did I hear you were not hunting the monstrosity because
Pavel heals 16.
I had a separate mission from Melora that I had to do first and turned back here. It just hatched before I could get here. It was unfortunate, but...
I'm not sure if you quite remember me, I'm sure you do, but, what makes them immortal? This dojo immortal?
So, I'm sorry, it's the Immortal Stable.
Vaden heal 17.
It is just the name of the school, probably named after whatever arrogant thing that the Omnimonde Tuderi decided to go with.
Mendicus heal 19.
Yeah, I understand. Well, it just so happens that it is, of my will that I would like to go to that, dojo,
Yes, it was many birds with one stone kind of ordeal, though I hate that phrase.
Da.
Getting Ruby up
Unless they're ravens, and who cares?
getting
Yes,
Ruby up and past the sands, turning back here with Ebony to hopefully meet you all along the sands after we kill the egg, but you can see that we got a little bit swarmed by these hunters. There were more than we expected.
Right.
But
Alkahest, you see any buttons around here? That one that fucking bit off some of my shirt.
I can help investigate to look for your buttons. But we do have like 89 pounds left. Unless those were specifically the ones for your design.
Priorities.
I can find some more. Yeah, sorry. I was just being an ass.
What are you doing at the brain, Pavel?
It's been a long time since I've gotten brain.
Oh god.
At this point in time, Ebony kind of makes her way up to you, Alkahest, and says, "I like that one. He's a good one."
Pablo, see how far you can throw it.
Throw it. I don't think you understood what I meant.
Yeah, shot put it.
Can I try nature check on the brain?
Yeah, what are you looking for in it?
Honestly, just wanting to see how it works. I'm not trying to harvest currently. I'm just trying to see, like, how it works.
Sure.
I can show you what I can put in it.
Pavel, we'll find a brothel when we get to town. I think you need some puss.
We just fucking dig you a hole in the ground and give you 5 minutes if you just need to work out some stress.
I'm no Kuzma.
Alright, he's on the roll right now.
This fucking laugh, man.
I don't know what to say, Pavel.
Jesus.
I need to know what he's talking about.
Maybe we should get going here pretty soon. Mendicus, could you kill that thing? And you see a skeleton kind of shambling in from the northern part of this little valley. It's not on the map or anything, but you can kind of see it shambling. She aims her crossbow at it on 3.
No, I'll go take care of it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go wherever it is. I'm gonna grab it. If it hits me, I don't care. I'm assuming it doesn't kill me if it's just a weak Scalimon.
Hopefully not. You don't have a vacant amount of HP, so.
He's close.
I want to kind of whisper to it, but not really. And I want this thing to hear. It's like I need to speak to your master, and then I want to kill it.
Make a perception check. You see its eyes flash a green, and then you are able to kill it.
Man, these skeletons are... I don't know why we paid to walk through this place. It's not. These things are just like nothing.
There's a reason Ebony and I didn't really pay to walk through it. But if you're a commoner, or just a merchant, or with some low-level mercenaries with you, a swarm of these could take you out, so it's just better to be careful. One is no problem, but 30, 40, 50 to get to be an issue if you're not skilled.
I don't know if you've seen Mendicus's tentacles. I think we could take them.
I have not, but I do assume I've seen the spell before.
They're beautiful.
Wait, was that Ebony or you?
That's
his
still
especially.
you.
Oh, I don't want to do that to you.
Alright, Alkahest, with your 17, are you plus 5ing it to a 22?
Nah, just keep a 17.
Okay. As far as functioning goes, you've probably at some point in time studied elder brains, or at least read about them, if not ever seen one in person, because mind flayers and whatnot are pretty reclusive, or at least Underdark exclusive. You understand this is probably just a brain on legs. You've also heard of intellect devourers, which are pretty similar, all things considered. If you don't know much about intellect devourers, they're just brain that walk on 4 legs that usually have a master. Yeah,
killed Grog in campaign 1
of Critical Role. Yeah, or at least made him have
unconscious.
He had an int of 0 without killing him for an episode or 2. Yeah. They basically just sap your intelligence, though you assume that this thing is a little bit far and beyond that. This thing seems to be much more overall intelligent and wise, though a very, very much a baby. That's all you get from this. So maybe we should get a move on from here. Were you all taking the Iron Road or walking just along the sands?
No, we were taking the roads. We need to go get our money back, and then we can go wherever.
Right.
Do we need to bring proof for those dwarves of what this shit is, or?
Oh yes, that's right. That's right. Maybe we should bring the brain.
Probably bring off some of that egg too. I feel like Someone
Did we
before
finish
we
with
leave
the egg,
here-
or did we assume that the egg was that baby thing that just popped out?
That's a fair point.
I hope it wasn't something else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
no,
before we
it's
leave
safe
here, I
to
would
assume
like to
that-
mention to Ebony and Yew that I believe these Tehb'yeq are making tunnels underground. I saw it when I was fighting the brain-looking guy.
Well,
Tunnel, you'd say.
that's also news to
Yes.
everyone else too.
Oh yes, and yeah, it was crazy. I mean, I saw thousands of them, maybe thousands, hundreds at least, making tunnels. I mean,
That's-
just tunnels everywhere.
That's got to be fake news, man. He had to just put that shit in your head trying to confuse you.
It's quite possible, Medicus. I mean, you could be 100% right. I mean, it's good to play devil's advocate sometimes, you know. But
Wait, but not forget in what was the name of that city? The tree went underground. He speak of tunnels attacking him from underground, where we meet Deitas and.
Yeah, we had to fucking kill all those things.
I do not know where these tunnels are being dug, but I know that they are. I mean, it was almost as real as me standing in front of all of you.
I imagine they'd be dug underground.
Right. Well.
I will say, Vaden, being from the Underdark, we determined that you are from underneath these mountains to the north, right? That you travel.
Yes.
From. You would have known of the alliance between the dwarves and the drow, and that there were these monsters that were tunneling deep under the ground, which is why you had this weird alliance between the dwarves and drows, which is why dwarves and drows tend to like each other in this world. But this seemed like a separate, like, you would know it's still going, but this seemed almost like a separate cavernous type thing. You don't know where, but a separate cavern.
What was the name of that tree?
Oh man, I don't know.
All right, I don't want to
It was the red tree.
He who blows in the wind. Cool. I'll go back and edit it in there and edit in the correct answer.
Elf!
Elf.
It'll just be the way you know how to edit instead of singing it, just elf.
So you guys get your money back, getting back on the Iron Road. The captain.
Are Ebony and you come with us? Or
Yeah, they are.
go somewhere
They
else?
technically already paid. Remember, they paid and walked away.
Oh yeah.
So they do travel with you here.
Could we
I mean,
talk
these-
on the road, or?
I
Yes.
feel like these dwarves could get fucking change out of like 9 pieces of silver out of 1 gold.
I mean, like,
These
does the
contracts.
Karen dwarf like ask for their receipt?
Nope.
That's what I mean. Like that, you could feed that dwarf a gold and he'd squeeze 9 silver out his ass.
God damn it.
So the dwarves in the Iron Road, as we kind of like learned last session, these are not your high class dwarves. These are dwarves that are like basically like sentenced to death that want to do some final good for their families. That rather than rot in a mining, rather than rotting in a mine for very little pay, they work here for high pay and send their money off to their families. Because the rate of death here over time is pretty high. You know, most dwarves don't live more than like 10 years on the Iron Road. So they have no issue giving your money back. It's not like they're going to get to see it anyway. They're not profiting from this. This is just Mauernorden, the country, profiting from the roads. They just happen to get paid pretty well. So you join back up with the halflings and whatnot. And over the next couple days, you will get into Mauernorden, the Dwarven capital. But if you guys would like to talk along the way, you are definitely welcome to.
You tell me more about Melora, please. We have not yet had much time to talk.
She's a lesbian, Kuzma. We already talked about this.
Yes,
She doesn't want you.
Her and I
You
even
shut your
have this
toothless
thing. So, as you ask her about Melora, you see her take a moment and kind of like zone out, and then you see her smile very subtly. She says, "You saw the unicorn, didn't you?"
Nah, how you know?
spoke with her for a moment in my head. She's very kind. All things considered. She forgives easily, but she doesn't... She follows a very difficult place in Elysium. She's limited on what she can and can't do to other monstrosities, which is why she used to encourage them more, pre-cataclysm, to quell the monstrosities in the world. But with peace comes alliances, and alliances make it a little bit harder. So when halflings accidentally, and you see her wink at you, stumble across her commandments of old, especially ones that are worthy, it is more acceptable when mortals take their own actions rather than being strictly guided by the gods. Every god has their clerics, but restraint must always be shown when you're dealing with the other gods and their... And you see her like glance up at the sky with their insecurities and their sensitivities.
Is it about rain?
No, we have a day or so before it will rain, Yasmorn. But she is kind, she is caring. She doesn't like killing the monstrosities, she just knows that they are unnatural and don't belong here. But death is never the goal for life.
Sounds super righteous, you know.
She is not what I would call righteous. That's definitely
Their
more...
team bad, my team good, you know. Just whatever you gotta do, justify it, I guess.
Everyone has their moral compass, Mendicus. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah.
Everybody has what makes them happy. And they always try to justify it to the best of their ability. And this entire time, she's been drawing on a small piece of parchment, and she hands it to you.
Who?
Her name is you. She hands it to you, Kuzma. Turn into this. There are many creatures that she designed that don't belong necessarily here on the mortal plane, though they are still her beasts. This is one of them. Embrace it, understand it, know it, and add it to your collection.
How do I put the token artwork up? Wait, can everybody see that?
I gotcha, I did see it.
Yeah, I was giggling because of the mustache.
I did take the time to find this really cool unicorn and edit a mustache onto it. It actually looks really good on it, too, honestly.
The unicorn's got a fucking dump truck.
Yeah.
Don't.
There are many beasts like it, though. You must take it slow in your learning of them. This is just your first that I will teach you of in time. Or if I am not present, I'm sure Melora will find a way to give it to you. Know it, study it, learn it. Feel this creature inside and out. My drawing is accurate enough. And you have been it once before, I feel.
I'm so grateful. Thank you, you.
Yeah, that is another creature you can wild shape into.
Wild shape. Can I use it to do wild companion?
We will talk about that because I don't know what wild companion is, but
okay.
We will talk about that out of session.
Okay.
But does anyone else have anything they want to accomplish, or talk about, or talk to along this way?
I mean, are we still in the sands at this point?
So we can either be in the sands or be fast forwarding to out of the sands. It's totally up to you guys. If there's anything you want to accomplish in the sands, we can. If not, we can go ahead and fast forward to Fort Bone Shard, out just outside and therefore inside Mauernorden.
I want to make a fucking Hail Mary throw and try to dream my way into Variz's brain.
Make me a charisma check.
I'll use my inspiration.
Okay.
Fuck.
Also, you have to know that they're asleep, and you don't know if liches sleep.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't work, but I just tried a Hail Mary. You know?
Yeah. But as 2 days pass, everybody should be long rested. Everybody should be good to go. You guys find yourself in Fort Bone Shard. Kind of just like every cart, making sure they have what they need, and then heading off on their way. What y'all's plan? You have you and Ebony with you guys. They're either willing to travel with you the fast way, or they'll go on their own. And you can take the long way to the Immortal Lotus, or the Immortal Stable, which is up here, just south of all of the giants still on the map. But if you wanted to stop by the tree, that's up by the Omni-Monditud Berry.
Pavel has something he wants to do.
What was that?
In one of the houses, I took a bear head off.
Yes.
There's the goblins, yeah.
And I want to look inside of it.
Would you like me to whisper this to you, what you find, or go ahead and say it here? Totally up to you.
It kind of depends. I guess whisper it.
Okay. I will whisper it to you if you guys want to roleplay for a little bit while I type. If not...
Did we hit level 10?
Yes. On that last little journey, once you've had time to rest, you will hit level 10. So we don't have to do anything right now. I can take care of that between sessions, but I know Alkahest, that'll affect your ability to make things. So I understand you wanting to do that portion now.
Yeah, because anything common and uncommon I can do in a quarter of the time.
Actually, I can do this really, really quickly, honestly.
Oh wait, we're at level 10 now?
Yes. Like I said, that battle, I didn't know how long it was going to take if you guys figured out the brain thing, or if I had decided to approach it slower with the brain, it would have taken longer, but let me go ahead and up everybody's level. So, Pavel, you find over the next day that blue tail slowly dissipates and is no longer there. Until you're just left with the little black tail.
That's kind of what happened to the first one.
But, yeah, you guys all level up. You have rested. What's up?
Is his whip no longer awakened?
Correct. It seemed to go back to its dormant state.
Huh.
But yeah, so you guys have now successfully traveled through the Sands of Marrow. So,
Yeah.
here's my question. Do you guys want to head to the Omni-Monditud Berry, or kind of head out and around it with you and Ebony? They're going to head out to the, kind of like swing around the city, avoid the traffic, swing through the trees.
Can we meet them there?
You could, yeah. That's the other option. Is if you guys want to go a different way, they're leaving regardless. You can either go with
I would
them or
like
not.
to check out this this crazy named city, guys. I mean, I don't know about you, but
I here's next a very good tree. I go speak to the tree.
You know, Kuzma, I also heard it's full of like rocks and stones and metal, and you know, it's a big city.
Yeah,
There's lots
Medicus,
of people.
but there's a tree next to it. Don't you understand?
That's a tree right next to it. So.
I mean, there's trees everywhere. Well, what's so special about
Well, you know, my
Yeah,
sense
yeah.
of direction could be off, but I'm pretty sure this is where I went to university.
Yes,
That's why, did
Yasmon,
you-
we did a big circle. Do
Did
you
you-
not understand?
Did you just travel and shit in many wells and you just thought, I went here? Because you technically did go here when you shit in those wells.
You know, for that, let's go. I want to see where you went to
I'm
university.
pretty sure I got a degree here. I can't remember.
So, you all make your way to the Omni-Monditud Berry, following the road from Fort Bone Shard to, as you hear it referred to as the Omnom, by many of the traders kind of moving in and out. Population here is about 90 to 95% Dwarvish. They all give it like a nice wave to Vaden. They always tip their hats or something to the drow up here, as they are allies and friends. But yeah, it's about, let's see. It's a 1-day journey from Bone Shard up to the University City. Alkahest, you've obviously heard of the monstrosities. It was the biggest rival as far as books went to the Library of Ioun. I'll say it's pretty easy for everyone over especially as you kind of get closer, and they see you guys have as you guys have a cart and an elephant. One of the carts will kind of be a little bit beside you, letting you guys pass it. And they're gonna call it, "Aye, what wares are you selling?"
You look real familiar, but is your name Graumer?
No, but one of my cousins has, so maybe that's where you're getting us mistaken.
Yes, you ask your cousin if he's still having that problem with his missus.
Vindicus.
He killed her a few years back.
Ah, good for him. I kept trying to talk him into it, but, he never actually did it. She was a real piece of shit.
No, she was, but he was still convicted of murder and was...
Well, she... Really? He was sentenced to death?
Yeah, it sucks. He killed her with too many witnesses and not enough reason, according to the courts.
Aiden, what happened to their 12 kids?
No, he only had 11 kids, from what I remember, unless they had a 12th one. She might have been pregnant when he killed her. I don't remember, but this was a while ago.
She was really fat, right? When the story you were telling me?
See, that's where I get confused. She might have been pregnant, Medicus.
Alright, just go ahead. We're gonna let you pass us. So another dwarf
my condolences.
Appreciate it. Another dwarf will later on into this journey ask you, "Oh, aye, what you're selling? You got any good wares on your cart?"
Bane, why do they keep asking this?
Well, you see, this is an elephant, Medicus, and up here they all they like to do is trade and do shit, and this elephant can carry a lot of stuff, so they're very impressed.
Are you ignoring me to be rude, or just ignoring me because you don't want to tell me so we're not competing in business?
No, sorry, sir. No, we're not selling
I'm
anything.
I'm clearly a lady. I try to do this as high pitched as possible.
Apologies. Your beard is just stunning.
Thank you. I've been growing it for 3 years.
To be honest, this is my comrade Pavel's elephant. He actually does not sell anything. It is his pet. Sorry for the confusion.
You're not selling nothing. Why you're heading to the monstrosities there either?
You see, my other comrade here, Kuzma, he loves trees, and the immortal lotus in the distance there.
As long as you're not planning on going to the city with the carrot. I know they're not going to let you in, but if you're just checking out the tree, then for sure enjoy it. If it's your first time seeing it, they're a halfling.
Oh, why would they not let everybody in?
They're only letting in people they know into the city, so trade is a little bit limited. So that's why you see so many carrots on the road. But
are they letting in relatives?
I know. Only traders that they are high enough ranked in the merchant guild.
Are you accusing us of being traitors?
I know.
No,
that's treasonous charge.
She means traders, like stuff, people that sell stuff and trade stuff.
Merchants, if you will.
Yes, no, ma'am. We are just trying to get to the tree.
Oh, aye.
We don't mean to confuse you. This is not a merchant elephant.
Oh, aye. There was an attack by some robot a few months back, and there was a sighting of him maybe about a week ago or so. So they
what
just
did he look like?
Maybe I heard rumor he's very heavily armored, or I guess made of metal because he's a robot. Carried a giant axe, maybe 12 feet. I heard stories as much as 20 feet tall, but I didn't.
I have no idea who that is. But did he have a beautiful voice?
he had the very grating voice. Like he was almost like yelling at us when he was not yelling at us, but he was basically yelling when he was whispering.
Alkahest, that sounds like mad.
Was he somehow spitting, though he had no moisture generally that he could produce?
I mean, I didn't hear anything about that, but
It always impressed me, like, we don't have spit, and yet somehow when he was talking to you, it felt like he was just spitting.
Alkahest, you always told me you self-lubricated.
I mean, certain parts, not the mouth.
No.
Well, your jaws must get very rusty, no?
Is that
Vaden, I don't have a jaw. Why are you so insensitive?
is that a robot? Is that one of the things that attacked the city?
Fucking get away or I'll kill you.
that's
You
just
see her
Aurelius.
whip the reins of her horses and begins to pass and kind of go a little bit ahead of you.
Oh, great. Yes. Now leave it.
Alkahest, I'm sorry,
I
the
won't come
dwarves
back
are
and
not
fight us.
very sensitive to robots, as they call them.
I mean, there's one that's like, they have a boner for it. It's their main one. They know what the Warforged is.
Right.
Unless
but
they're
what's-
backwoods in
Outside
inbred,
the
they know
very-
what one is.
Very far
What's the main
east.
one?
They know it exists.
What's the main one?
You know his name is Schutzen.
That's
They
a
know
fucking name.
there's 15 of us. We haven't been asleep that long.
Whoops.
Well, I mean, maybe she was just an insensitive bitch.
I mean,
Look,
it's
look,
fine.
Who fucking just asked that shit right out of the blue?
Right. Like, who just assumes you have a jaw? What a piece of shit.
If you want to go into Dirty City, I stay out with Cart and Elephant near Lotus. It's fine.
So
Are you guys-
go ahead, Pavel.
Are you guys telling me you could understand that person?
It's hard. I'm getting used to it. Yeah, I couldn't understand Dwarvish at first, but I'm learning.
You could not tell me that you did not hear what she was saying, Pavel.
Vaden, I heard you talk something about my elephant, and then she said she has an ox that she rides or something. I just don't get it.
Yes, the Dwarvish word for elephant is very similar to the common word for elephant. Do you want to hear how I say it in Dwarvish?
Do I have to?
Yes. It's elephant.
All right. So, as you guys approach the city, is the plan to attempt to go in this city or to head just cut across the roads to the Immortal Lotus tree?
I say go towards the Immortal Lotus. Decide from there. Maybe go into the city, depending on the group's behavior.
I am so sorry, Pavel. I didn't see your messages until just now because my foundry on my other thing is a little bit weird. What did you find in the head? Let me whisper, because everyone kept role-playing. I didn't get a chance to whisper it to you, so I'll do that now as you guys decide what you want to do.
I wrote that like 15 minutes ago, and you said, "Oh, okay, hold on," and then we just continued on. I was like, well, "I'll just wait."
Yeah, I mean, I know Kuzma is not gonna want to go in the city, so we might as well just head to the Lotus.
Gentlemen, there's a discussion I've been meaning to have, and every time I bring this up, I die a little bit inside. But I have a
Wait,
chance.
you're alive?
Just metaphorically speaking, there's I have the ability to produce magical items, and I'm reluctant to offer magical items because I'm afraid you motherfuckers won't use them.
Well,
What do you mean, like
Alkahest-
this ring?
I mean, if you have given me any magical items, I assure you I would use them almost all the time.
I swear on your god, I will die, or you will die. Somebody will die
No,
if you don't
I
use
will-
this.
I will subject myself to death before your hands if I do not use your magical items that you bestow upon us.
Because I swear to God, Mendicus does not use the ring, and I don't know what to do with my life.
I mean, it's a nice ring. I don't know what you want me to do about
I think he just likes to look at it, Alkahest.
I mean, that's fair. It's a nice ring.
I've never had a ring before. It's made of copper. It's nice.
I mean, but you could use it sometimes.
Where's he supposed to put it?
I mean, it's on his finger. It's multiple fingers.
Is it on my finger?
What?
I hope so.
what? Alkahest, what magical items do you have available to us right now that you would like to give away? I mean,
I'm
can't-
considering winged boots, which are pretty good for melee.
well, I
You
would
have winged
definitely use
boots?
those.
I would use those.
Potentially I have winged boots, yes.
You're telling me you just have those right now?
When we gained 5% more power, the ability to create those came to me, yes. I remembered how to make them.
Do you need any materials from me to make them, or do
I
you
just
have...
need boots, and I just need to touch boots, and then you can fly.
Let me check my bag. I do not want to disenchant these boots. These are nice boots. I have these boots for a reason. But I will check my bag for possibly an old shitty pair of boots.
Hey, Alkahest.
Yes, Pavel.
Come over here real quick.
Okay.
Would I have had an old shitty pair of boots?
Probably, yeah.
So a little bird told me today was your birthday, and I have a present for you.
Thank you.
Oh shit, I can't copy and paste that.
Would you like me to read it out loud?
Yeah.
So in the bear head, he found 500 gold worth of rubies, 750 gold worth of sapphires, 1,000 gold worth of emeralds, 600 gold worth of diamonds, and 1,000 platinum within.
Get the fuck out.
But I will copy and paste that into chat that he shows you.
Hey,
in
it's
the
my
bear.
birthday.
But he,
The bird didn't tell me that.
but he, it's in chat. It's not very prettily in chat, but it is in chat. And he just kind of opens up the bear head, the back of his bear head inside his bag, and shows it to you.
Pavel, this is a lot. Is this for me?
Is it 1,000 platinum or 100 platinum?
It's 100. It's
100
all in
platinum.
Discord.
You can keep the platinum. I could use some sapphires and some rubies, but beyond that, this is a lot.
Goddamn, I was
Okay.
worried about Biden's inflation.
I'll keep the platinum, but you seem to make stuff with shiny stuff, so here.
Mendicus, I think this is a great
Yeah, thank you,
time to
Pavel.
test Aurelius.
Here it is, Alkahest. Here is an old shitty pair of boots I have had in my bag for probably, I don't know, months, maybe a year. You can enchant these if you would like.
Yeah, Yasmor, get Aurelius to ask for a third of that.
Okay,
I don't think you guys saw this transaction.
Aurelius,
did you?
tell him you're going to donate it to charity.
I thought it had to be mine, Tehb'yeq the Defender.
It is if you get it from him.
I'll steal it later.
Vaden, do you use other boots?
I do, but if yours are flying boots, these, you know my boots now. All they do is they give me an advantage on my stealth. But hey, if yours are better, I could easily use those.
Do you have boots of elven kind?
I do actually.
Okay. These boots will require attunement.
Is it worth it, do you think, to get rid of my boots of elven kind?
I'm just gonna link you something to read.
Sure. And while I'm at it, giving you those boots to enchant if you would like. I'm gonna give you this abjuration room glitter if I have not.
So yeah, he finally remembers that he also has, going through his pack, he remembers that he has this glitter. Don't really know what it does, or at least he has no idea what it does. That he
All
got
I
from the
know is
abjuration
this.
room.
Yes, this was taken from the abjuration room back in the library of Ayun, and I do not need it, but I assume you will.
You just take a look at this text I have here, this paper describing the boots, if you're interested in the boots.
Yeah, a small paper of his studies that he put together about what these boots could do and different potentials for them.
Aurelius, put it away.
So I'll assume easy enough to cast Identify on the glitter if you want to, Alkahest.
Yeah.
So basically what it was... actually, go ahead and make me an intelligence check. To tell either what it was or what it does now, as it's kind of no longer a part of what it was initially. You don't know what it was initially, but you know, like, if sprinkled on something, this could potentially be dispel magic. It would be the very base level. You wouldn't get to roll, so it would only ever do it to a 3rd level thing, but you do have like a little vial of dispel magic, basically.
Nice.
Yeah. You couldn't discern what it initially was, but yeah.
Pavel, are you against wearing like a cape? I don't know if you like capes.
I think it could make me look cool.
Let's find like a basic cape. Can I have found like a cape from like any of these vendors?
Well,
yeah,
I'm a little disappointed about my whip.
What's wrong with your whip?
I lost my second tail.
It'll probably come back. You just got to hit something with it.
So, I'll say this much. Knowing what these weapons do and what they don't do, one has to act in the way that the god would appreciate for it to awaken. And when he acted in a very, not greedy as in Tiamat way, because this is the whip of Tiamat, but greedy as in this is what Pavel enjoys kind of way, it awoken suddenly.
Pavel, just do shit you enjoy, especially in the battlefield, and it'll probably come back.
I want to hand the whip to Vaden and say, hit me.
You want me to hit you?
It wakes up. It's exalted. No.
Can I have found a cloak, just like a basic...
Yes.
like a basic cape?
Hey, anyone wants to watch? It's 2 gold a show, 2 gold a head. Come on.
You
Want
get
to show Drow beat a bugbear.
Do children get in for free?
5 and up.
Half
Or
price.
5 and no younger.
How much does this cost?
5 silver. 5 silver for a cloak. While they're auctioning off, bidding to watch Pavel get beaten.
Watch the bugbear's screams of joy as the Drow whips him with a 5-headed whip.
Pavel, I will give you a basic cloak, and then I will infuse it, and now you have Cloak of Protection.
Well, I'm going to take it off for a moment.
Jeez.
So, are you guys heading towards the city or the tree? I know.
If you want to read it.
Sudden change of subject. Did you send something to me? Or? Oh, Cloak
I
of
put it in
Protection.
Discord just in case he wants to look at it. It's a +1 to your AC and to all your saving throws while you wear this cloak.
And it doesn't count as armor, so it wouldn't get rid of your unarmored defense.
Yeah, that's
damn.
why I gotta get a cape.
That's what I was looking for with my fucking buttons. I think we go tree first, because if we leave Kuzma behind, he'll burn down all industry around this place. It's a safe bet. Safest bet.
Alkahest, I'm done reading your script you gave me. I believe I would very much like those boots. As long as I get to hold on to my other ones, just in case.
Just give me one moment, just going through some shit.
What happens to my ring, Alkahest?
Yeah, I'm just doing some cataloging. Give me one moment.
It is disenchanted, I believe, Medicus. It's destroyed because you don't use it.
Well, then give me those boots.
I don't,
Guys, just give him a second. He's sorting through a bunch of papers.
No, I'm saying they give me those fucking boots, not Alkahest.
Oh, you would like my boots. You would like my boots of Elvic.
No, I want the fucking flying boots.
Well, can't you already
You're
fly,
taking away my
Medicus?
ring for nothing.
No, this does not take away your ring, unless Alkahest says so.
Well, Alkahest?
I apologize. I have 1,000 notes to take care of. Give me one fucking moment.
That's what I was talking about. Is he as in Alkahest is taking care of all his... Sorry,
I have
Phil.
8 infusions. I have 4 active. I need to juggle them. Your ring is number 4. Fucking.
So just so you guys know, he has to rotate them in and out. Like So the last one that he's made, so the very, very first one that he's made, if he makes a new one, it replaces the old one, the oldest one. So he has to like make sure that the ring, the Alco ring, is not the oldest one. So if he makes a new one, it doesn't just get rid of Medicus' ring all of a sudden and surprise him. So he has to make them in a certain order and like replace them over time to make sure that he can benefit as many people as possible. If I'm understanding it correctly.
Yeah, so Spell Refueling Ring is the oldest, so it's number 4. Armor of Tool Line is on number 3 slot. The Wing Boots are on the 2nd slot, and Cloak of Protection is on 1. So you'll see Alkahest lift his hand as Pearl flaps for the last bit of time to his hand and turns back into just a pearl.
Aw.
Well, you got rid of Pearl for that?
Yeah, I love Pearl, but at the moment it can benefit us more if we're enhanced rather than having Pearl.
I'm not sure that's true, but I'll believe you.
You are the embodiment of a camaraderie collective right now. It warms my heart.
It's as long as everyone uses it, I won't go on a rampage and torture you.
Okay, I take it back.
Just never forget Tinker of Terror. I will kill you or worse.
I would like the worst option.
So you all are approaching the Immortal Lotus. It is a beautiful, like, dark orangey, basically brownish barked tree. It is surrounded in vines in a, like, 200-foot perimeter around it, or a 200-foot radius around it. So it's a very, very large circle of vines that dwarves... There's some humans and elves. There are gnomes standing on top of like little boxes that they've rented to get a good look at this tree. Every leaf on it is that orange you get very rarely in the autumn. That very like pretty right as it stops being red but before it turns yellowy brown. That perfect orange color of a leaf. Every single leaf on there is that beautiful, beautiful orange. There are no guards that you see in sight, though there are a couple children, like dwarvish or human children, that you'll see occasionally like lean over the vines a little bit, and a vine will come out of nowhere and like just push them backwards and keep them outside the vines. And you see, like little donation boxes set up here and there to just look at it and view it. And it's beautiful.
See those boxes?
Beautiful.
Okay. Steal those.
Kuzma, with every step that you get closer to it, you can just hear the small whispering calling out to you. And as you approach it, the vines begin to pull apart and separate for you and your party to step through. As you're approaching, you see like a dwarf like kind of step into the area, and it closes up almost instantaneously. And then as soon as he startlingly steps back and you continue to walk forward, it continues to just separate. Pulling apart. For you and your party to step through if you'd like to. Not the elephant in the cart, but, within reason, for all of you to step through. And when I say it snaps shut, I mean there's a... And the vines reconnect behind you all, and you hear a gasp from the crowd. Assuming you all step in.
Oh yes, mommy, let's be inside.
Aurelius after you.
Jesus. Kuzma, yeah, you're almost as bad. You're almost as bad as Pavel. You both use your fetishes.
Why do you think we get along so well?
Kuzma, your staff begins to glow. At first, it's like a slightly yellowy color, and it turns to whitish, blackish, from whitish fading into black, and then back to a yellowy green, purpley, bluish, reddish. You just these series of colors kind of flowing through it until you're left back with your regular staff. But there are more flowers and leaves kind of sprung off of it in a very subtle, modest way. Kuzma, you are the first character with your fully awakened item. That will stay awakened. You don't have to be
technically,
He was talking shit earlier, man.
I know he was. I know he was, and all you had to do is get to the fucking Immortal Lotus. But yeah, so you now, which I will get you over the weekend or over the week, the Immortal Lotus, not the Immortal Lotus, the Awakened Crook.
Well, that was beautiful.
Is there anything you guys would like to do with the tree before we stop for the evening?
No,
Damn.
not necessarily.
I will kill you.
Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Now it's a tree. I kind of want to go into Omnimone Tutori before we head north.
I agree. I got a name on there.
There's plenty I want to do in the tree, but like I can wait till next time.
All right. So next session we'll pick up with the party heading towards the city and you staying there to do what you want amongst the crowd and the tree.
I hope there's not knots in that tree that are visible over the vines.
You mean
'cause
potato
that crowd's
shaped?
gonna get a show.
Potato shaped.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Alrighty. Then we will pick up next time with Kuzma at the Immortal Lotus. At least Yasmorn and Mendicus wanting to head into the Omnom for short. And everyone else to decide what they want to do. And Kuzma with his awakened staff.
Tell you what, squirrels aren't going to be the only ones hiding their nuts in that tree.
Very good.
And that's where I stop recording. That's where we're going to wrap up the session tonight. Be sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. Search All Natural Roll. Drop a comment, leave a like. Tell us what you do and don't like. And we will see you for the next episode.